I failed spectacularly well on LinkedIn for the last 8 months, and I want to honestly share my embarrassing mistakes with you so that you don't have to be embarrassed when you're going and doing outreach yourself. Now, there's a lot of agency owners like myself who's going after lawyers and business brokerages. There's other agency owners like this here who are getting a lot of appointments and landing high ticket deals through LinkedIn for their agency, and I want to show you how not to approach LinkedIn DMs. Some of them are obvious, to be transparent. Some of them are pretty surprising because you would think that they will work. You would think that they would actually land deals and appointments, but no. And I don't question my work ethic. It's not a matter of I don't have enough data points. I sent thousands of DMs for other agency owners too on LinkedIn, and I've sent hundreds for myself as well. Now, everything's all about testing, right? One of my favorite sayings was, if you around, you'll figure things out. And the reason I've started this YouTube channel, making videos just like this one, is because I do not want you to go through years and years of tribulation and trials and errors to figure out what works, and so that you can get more appointments, help more businesses out, and ultimately become a successful agency owner. These mistakes I'm about to share with you can be costly if not taken care of right away. The reason why I am able to share this is because I've been working as an agency owner for 8 years and have been utilizing DMs, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, you name it, for the last 5 years for my gym agency at first, now for my business brokerage and law agency, and I've helped dozens of other agencies do the exact same thing through DM outreach. And the reason why some of us, including myself, make it look effortless is because we just were stubborn. We just wanted to make LinkedIn DMs work because we knew our clientele is on LinkedIn. And so practically a lot of us are landing 10, 15 appointments every single week with the right people. So in the next 5, 8 minutes here on this YouTube video, I'm going to share with you these big mistakes that you are probably making if you're utilizing LinkedIn and how to change it. This also can possibly be practical for emails, for Instagram, for Facebook too, cold calling maybe. So with that said, I'm going to pull up a Google document. My Remarkable is not charged, unfortunately, my tablet that I usually use. So what I'm going to do is just use Google Doc, plain old-fashioned traditional way. So the first mistake I made when I was doing LinkedIn DMs, honestly when I was doing Instagram too, was I did not actually optimize my profile towards the niche I was going after. And that helped me a ton once I changed it up. So actually, I'll go ahead and type this out real quick, is optimizing profile. It's actually, if you look at our LinkedIn Outreach Masterclass, it's our first pillar, because you got to have the right presentation with your profile, or else um, you won't look like no one should connect with you, right? Same with Instagram. I'll share with you both. So essentially, now it's geared towards me helping law firms get more pre-qualified leads and cases on a pay-per-lead basis, my compelling offer. And so now, whenever I connect with lawyers or people who I invite to connect, they see that I worked with lawyers and law firms, right? And you can see my About Me, it's all about law firms, right? Are you a law firm or a lawyer and find yourself trying to generate more business, having to sit in front of the computer to handle tedious marketing, or have to generate their own business every time without consistency, right? So I'm basically now targeting them and their problems and pains, making them want to see if I can help them with their business. Number two, and this is something I made a long time ago. This one might be obvious, but doing a desperate pitch slap usually is not the move, guys. So a lot of people are like, thanks for connecting. I'd love to show you how we can get you more revenue or make more sales. Very vague. And honestly, it still sounds desperate, where you even do follow up and say like, hey, this offer will only last for another 2 weeks. We can only take on 5 clients. Honestly, they know that you can take on more clients. Like, why? Like, they've seen it. They're very established. A lot of these business owners probably are getting hit up a lot. So doing a desperate pitch slap and follow up does not look good. Okay, but just make sure you keep it as a solution to it. An alternate is just I give it out as an opportunity to say, hey, we're looking for another law firm in your area, Los Angeles, to get more 18-wheeler cases. We have a great system that's been proven to work, and I'd love to show it if it's worth a chat to you. Very inviting, very casual, very friendly. They have the option to say, hey, yes, hey, I'm all good. And you say, no worries. Do you know anyone else who's looking for 5 to 10 extra cases a month with 18-wheelers? We offer very good referral bonus. Chances are they hear that part, it's more practical, and they're going to be like, wait, actually, maybe let's revisit this and see if I can take those cases on. It's like, cool. Number three, and this is what a lot of people get mistakes on, is feature dumping rather than um, being benefit oriented. So features and benefits, right? It's pretty marketing 101 to understand. Like a feature is, um, let's say, go high level or paid ads, allows you to generate leads. Benefit, you can do it without spending a single time. You can do it without lifting a single finger. It's automated. It's to get your time back. I mean, so a lot of people are just features benefit, literally saying like, uh, we'll get you more leads, right, with Facebook ads. And obviously, in this day and age, in 2025 and probably 2026, people hear that, they're going to be like, no thanks. So that's actually a negative right there. Instead, you just want to say, hey, we'll bring you 10 to 15 new extra cases, all done for you without you lifting a single finger, and they'll be ready to go, so you don't have to sell them as much. Huge benefit, huge desired outcome. The likelihood of achieving their desires, what they want, very highly likely, it seems, in that message. Number four, and this is also very subtle, but ego-driven approach. And especially in LinkedIn, they don't really like this, where you're able to say like, I've helped 50 law firms do exactly this, right? Now, the exception to it is if they ask, can you show me your work, or who else have you helped? Go ahead, share it with them because they're asking. Share a case study like, yeah, I've helped this one med spa go from one studio to 40 studios and franchisees across the United States, all through our marketing. We were able to help them go through the journey. Are you looking for the exact same thing, right? So make it less about you than it is about them and their problems and their desired outcomes. One of my favorite sayings, and it also goes to optimizing your profile, you want to see less I's and me's and more you's and we's. And the last mistake I made, this is very big for a lot of people, is not making data driven decisions, right? Or lack of it. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not how you feel. Business doesn't care how you feel, right? Whether it's literally you feeling tired, you feeling driven, it goes off of data, right? Business is backed by numbers, and if you know your numbers, that's great. So a lot of the times I did not track my numbers, or at least the worst part is my data was inconsistent, which was giving me dirty data, right? Inaccurate data is actually very dangerous because it may lead you to try to create a solution when that doesn't help the problem, okay? So basically the data you want to track is connections rate, right? People accepting it. That's a good sign that your profile is optimized. It's speaking to them. Your connection message is inviting. It's not, too crazy salesy. Then the next thing is basically reply rate. This is to your first message / pitch. Again, saying, hey, I'm excited to, glad we can connect. I saw you're a law firm in Los Angeles. I'm looking for a law firm in your area to get them an extra 10 to 15, 18-wheeler cases, all done for you, so you don't have to lift a single finger. Just take those cases. Would you like to see how we're doing this for other lawyers and law firms in other cities around the United States? Simple as that, right? And then from there, you just want to track the reply rates. In other words, the positive reply rates to that message. And then finally, the booking rate. That's essentially it right there. And if you have a DM setter or an automation, then you can possibly track follow-up rate. Basically the speed to lead, because you want to see if you can book them that same day, right? Not try to book them in a week later, 2 weeks out. Like, that's a delay in sales right there. So guys, those are the 5 biggest things right there. Optimize your profile. Speak to your audience. Speak to them, their problems, their pains. The second thing is don't do a desperate pitch lap or try to create external fake urgency or scarcity. It just doesn't work. Don't do it in the DMs. The third thing is feature dumping. Don't try to make your message about your product. Be prospect oriented. Be prospect oriented, meaning make it about them and their problems. Let them know that you actually understand what their problems are and that you can actually help them solve those problems. Don't be ego driven. Unless they ask for credentials, case studies, go ahead, share that you've helped 50 plus law firms around the United States. Otherwise, don't make it all about you when you pitch them. And fifth, track your data, right? At the end of the day, it's all about what the numbers say. You can honestly do something completely different that I might disagree with. And if you can back it with numbers and show me that it's getting a higher booking rate, I'd be more than happy to follow your orders because at the end of the day, business is ran by numbers. So, guys, I hope this was helpful. If you guys want a complete masterclass on LinkedIn, I will drop a video down below or somewhere around the screen so that you can, again, stop making these same fatal mistakes I made for years on LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook, mainly on LinkedIn, and ultimately start landing high quality appointments so that you can land high quality clients. So, if this was helpful, like, subscribe, comment if you have questions about this, and I look forward to giving you more appointments. Peace.